What's up, my name is Fees, you might know me as Major Duck or Rango Chains. I play on the Wizard's Den server quite a bit, and today I'm in the tier list. I will not cover everything, but I will cover the things that I feel like need saying. Hence, like why the lasers are so low and the Viper is above the Cobra. Don't start berating me in the comments, I'll get to that. Just let me explain. I'm only putting the weapons in that I want to. I'm not putting in spears, baseball bats, or shivs or anything. And all of these guns are obtainable in the game as of now. And to add, I've ranked these on how good they are compared to the others, their viability in the hands of people that can use them, their TC cost, and their weight. So I'm gonna get started. I'll start from F and work my way up. So, also before that, I don't think any gun is useless. They're all still a gun, but there are definitely some that are better than others. So to start off, we got the Mosin. The Mosin sucks. You have no reason to buy this, unless you're doing it for the meme or something. Unless you're doing it to be funny. Like, unironically, there's no reason to buy this. Yeah, it's horrible. And then this is the macro bomb implanter. For people that don't know, it if you die, it explodes a huge area around you. It deals a shit ton of damage, and it also is super fucking bad. This thing will kill your nuki team because you can only buy it when you're a nuki. And on occasions I've seen it unanchor the nuke when the nukies were winning, so this thing will cost you the game. But yeah, that's the F tier. Don't ever buy these things. It's like the macros, what, 25 TC? It's more than half. Like, never do that. Okay, to D tier. Also, these aren't in particular order. It's not like there's high A tier things or anything. I've put most of the lasers in here, just because in my opinion, the lasers suck ass. They're so bad. Like, why? Why would you use them? Yes, they're hit scan, but they fucking tickle. The blood red suit, like every suit that you're gonna use a laser on has fire resistance, and the only scenario where I can see lasers being used is zombies, and yeah, then they're good, but that's it. I've put the Lecter and the AKMS in here, just because I think the rifles are not good. In my opinion, the Lecter is awful. It's pretty inaccurate. It deals like 19 damage a shot, but you need to unload an entire mag on pretty much any hard suit if you want to kill a guy, which is kind of weird. At least from my experience. Maybe I just suck aiming this thing, but moving on. AKMS, I don't use the AKMS that much, but for 12, this thing for 12 TC, like, don't spend 12 TC on a weapon unless you have the TC to spend. But if you have the starter 20 TC, then just it's not worth it, dude. Then moving on to the saw. Yeah, it got buffed recently. Buffed in quotation marks, because I honestly don't know. It was really good, then they nerfed it, it became really bad, and then they buffed it, and now it's eh. You need to wield it, and then it's good, but two hands on a gun, I don't know, man. Moving up to C tier, we have the retro laser gun and the antique laser gun. The only reason these are above the rest is because the retro laser gun is small, it fits in your pocket, it's that small, and the antique laser gun recharges itself. The Histrov, the sniper is in here. Yes, it has 5 bullets. It deals 49 damage a shot. It's crazy strong, but it's incredibly inefficient. If someone with any other gun, except for the guns below it, comes at you, you're losing that fight. Like a blood red has 50% piercing resistance, so that's 24.5 damage a shot. You need to land 4 of the 5 bullets, and then you're guaranteed to kill him because of bleeding. So yeah, it's a bit gimmicky. Yes, the Cobra is here, and it might be a bit controversial, but the only reason you are gonna want to have a buy a Cobra is because of stealth. If you need to, say, kill RD or something, then the Cobra is really good because it's silent. But if you're not going stealth, you have no excuse to not buy the Viper or the Python. So yeah, that's why I think the Cobra is worse than both of those two. Moving on to B tier, we've got the Fire Axe. This is 10 telecrystals. Like 10 telecrystals, that should say enough. It's good, yeah, it does a shit ton of damage, but it cauterizes wounds. And if you have an axe, you're probably gonna be spacing everything already. So it's too expensive, and it needs to be wielded as well. So yeah, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. Flashbang, I've put the flashbang in here because like too little people use flashes, dude. If say you're a Nuki and like you're going loud, people know you're coming. It's worth it to bring flashes because yes, sec, security, and captain, and probably Hop. They have sunglasses. They're resistant to flashes, but the wall of Great Tides and everyone who's trying to fight the Nukies don't. So flashbang them and just melee them. Like the moment that flashbang hits them, you'll want to fight. The Drost is in here because the Drost is just overall a good weapon. It's a good SMG. I think fire rate is 6. I don't know. Yeah, it's just good. It's good for a security weapon at least. Then the Deckard. The Deckard is still a revolver. It still deals massive damage, but it's just below the other 3 because it only has 5 shots instead of 6. I don't know if that's intended. MK58, just a good pistol. Like you can afford to miss if you're accurate. You can just reload it. It's small. I like the pistols in this game. The Viper is massively slept on. Like people still use the Cobra because they're used to using the Cobra, but people don't realize that the Viper is quite literally a pocket C20. You can fire it has a fire rate of 6 bullets per second. You can. It's just like for 40C, no 3 even. You have a C20 that's a little bit worse. If you're going loud anyway, give the Viper a shot, please. I think I might even, if I could edit here, I think I might even move the Viper up to A tier, because it's just that good. But then it would be in the same tier as the fucking C20. Anyway, moving on. EMP grenade. No one uses this. If you play a lot of SAC, be happy no one uses this. This thing costs 40C and it kills the lights. It drains all the battery charged weapons, so that's disablers, batons, and lasers. For 40C, that's insane. Like people use stim kits all the time. No one ever uses grenades. Like in my opinion, stim kits should be removed, just so more people use the EMP grenade. The EMP grenade is the answer to the stun meta, not the stim kit, in my opinion. But that's just me getting mad because I lost to yet another stim user. The flare gun is in here only because it can hold beanbags. That's it. Gloves of the North Star, I haven't used them yet. I just heard that they're very good. I mean, yeah, I get that. 8 damage a punch. It's pretty good. One thing, if you have bad ping, these are not worth it. They're 8 TC, so yeah, they're fun, but I don't see myself using them, at least not on Lizard. C20, it's C20, it's amazing gun. 8 bullets per second fire rate, 30 ammo in the clip, just well-rounded weapon. Then we have the normal fire axe. I just think this is better than the fire axe because it doesn't cauterize wounds. That's it. And you don't have to spend TC on it because you can just kill a head or an Atmos and get it. Then I put these 3 revolvers in there. That's the Mateba, for if you don't know. Revolvers are good. They are really good. 6 bullets, 30 damage a shot. They're almost guaranteed to cause bleeding. It's insane, and they fit in your pocket. It's insane. 3 shots is like, you can shoot someone 2 times. And when do people slow down? 70 damage, 60 damage? Shoot people 2 times and then just finish them off with a melee, and then you can do that 2 more times before you have to reload. Like, same here. No one uses the revolvers because they're used to using other weapons. Say the detective is used to just picking up a camera or a lector. Even though they have a super good gun. No one buys the Python because it used to be horrible. And now it's really good. I think it's better than the Viper. And the Cobra. And Mateba is just kind of a reskin. It's still a revolver. And you can still find it. Now moving on to S tier, we have the shit that is strong. Maybe, probably unfair. The E-sword is 8 telecrystals. That's the same as the gloves of the North Star. This thing does, what is it, 34 damage a swing? It deflects lasers and can deflect bullets. Honestly, if you're a Nuki, ditch the Blood Red, buy a web vest for 3 TC, buy stim kits and an E-sword. And you're set, you're never dying. Because the web vest's downside is that it doesn't protect the fire, but you're not gonna get hit by fire because it deflects the lasers. And it fits in your pocket once it's turned off. It's so good. And people know it's good because everyone and their mom uses it. Next up we have the stim kit. Stim kits are unfair. They're not fair. If you have someone in a commander armor or a jug suit even, and they use this, they are going so fast that your muscle memory will guaranteed miss because you don't know how to track a guy that's using a stim pack because they're going faster than they usually are. Sorry. And that's 8 TC and 5 minutes for a speed increase and a stun resistance. The stim pack is, in my opinion, the best thing in the game. You can, let's say, right, every sec off is in a room and they don't have a gun, and you have no slips, a stim kit, and just any weapon, any melee weapon. You can kill all of them with ease. Because they're instinctively gonna use their disablers. Oh yeah, make sure you got glasses if you do that. They're gonna instinctively use batons and disablers because they won't pick up melee weapons because they won't need them. So they're gonna use their batons, and batons only deal 7 blunt damage, by the way. It's worse than a crowbar. Yeah, it's worse than a crowbar. And you can kill everyone. Like, it's so that's how good this thing is. Like, don't even buy a weapon, just buy the suspicious toolbox that does 20 damage. Like, it's so strong, and everyone knows it's strong, and almost pissing me off because every nukie ever uses it. So in my opinion, they should remove one of the two effects. Like, either give a speed increase or give a stun resistance, not both. Then we got the rigged boxing gloves, not regular boxing gloves. The rigged boxing gloves are stupid overpowered. They cost only 5 TC. Okay, keep in mind that the gloves of the North Star, cost 8, and these cost 5. The rigged boxing gloves deal the same damage as the gloves of the North Star, but they can stun. It's the only thing that, apart from the Bulldog, that Cindy's and no, not Nukies, Cindy's can get to stun. If you're not counting Cindy's soap, I guess. And that thing stuns in 3 hits and attacks just as fast as normal boxing gloves, which is just as fast as a knife. 3 hits to stun. It's unfair, and no one uses this because you can only get it when you're a passenger syndicate or a boxer syndicate, and no one ever checks the job page when they're a passenger. So you're gonna have no one ever uses this, and honestly be happy no one does, because going against this is so boring because there's no counterplay. Let's say combine stim kits and rigged boxing gloves and buy a web vest and buy no tips, and you can once again kill everyone. Hell, steal Head of Security's gun if he tries to kill you. And then we have the China Lake. Like, as far as guns go that can't stun, China Lake is your best option if you know how to use it. I've seen countless people buy this and lose their team in the game, and we've all seen Sosa get this and rip the entire station apart. I'm not sure I like it. It feels very cheap. Yeah, it has counterplay, and that's getting in the guy's face, but the gun spaces everything. It kills the power, and the blast grenades you get. Like, apparently not a lot of people know this, but there's a difference between the frag grenades and the blast grenades. And it's not only that the blast grenades have a smaller explosion radius, it's that they one-shot basically everyone. No, they one-shot everyone unless you're wearing RD suit or a bomb suit. But yeah, like, either if someone uses this, they're really good or they're really bad. So okay, and then like everything above is just stun. Like, I put the shotguns in there because they can hold beanbags, and the more beanbags they can hold, the better. I don't know why you would use beanbags as a syndicate. Like, the Bulldog is strong enough to just rip through the guy you're shooting. But yeah, stun is still the best thing combat-wise, and I don't think it's gonna get kicked off its throne anytime soon. And you'll see a lot of syndicates trying to get batons and disablers and cuffs, because it's easy to cheese fights with just a baton. Like, one hit slows them down and guarantees the next one. That's why people buy stim kits. And people that don't like stun buy stim kits, and people that like stun hate stim kits. So it kind of contradicts each other, I guess. Well, let's say it like this: they had something really strong, really powerful in anyone's hands, and then to counter that, they added something really strong and really powerful. So yeah, that's all I have to say. That was my tier list and my explanation. I do think the shotguns are better than the baton and the disabler, because disabler and baton run out of charge and they get hard countered by the EMP grenade. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you want me to do any more, for example armor or jobs even. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you.